Indigenous religions around the world. Indigenous religions, practiced by communities closely tied to specific lands, represent an incredibly diverse tapestry of beliefs and traditions found across the globe. Unlike many widely known faiths with centralized doctrines and scriptures, indigenous systems are often deeply interwoven with the natural world and local history. They typically don't have a single founder or codified set of rules. Instead, knowledge is passed down orally through generations via stories, rituals, and ceremonies performed by elders and spiritual leaders. This cultural context is crucial. Understanding an indigenous religion requires acknowledging its connection to the specific environment, social structures, and historical experiences of the people who practice it. For example, the beliefs of the Inuit in the Arctic are fundamentally shaped by the harsh climate and reliance on hunting for survival, while those of Amazonian tribes center around the rainforest's biodiversity and interconnectedness. A common thread uniting many indigenous religions is animism, the belief that spirits inhabit natural objects like animals, plants, rivers, and mountains. These spirits aren't necessarily worshipped as gods in a traditional sense, but are often seen as powerful forces to be respected and appeased. Practices frequently involve seeking guidance from ancestors who are believed to continue influencing the living world. Rituals can range from elaborate dances and offerings intended to ensure successful hunts or harvests, to healing ceremonies utilizing medicinal plants and spiritual songs. Furthermore, many indigenous cultures emphasize a holistic worldview where humans are considered part of nature, not separate from it, leading to sustainable practices and a deep sense of responsibility towards the environment. The diversity within indigenous religions is staggering. In Australia, Aboriginal Dreamtime stories explain the creation of the land and its features through ancestral beings, influencing art, law, and social organization. In North America, various tribes hold ceremonies honoring animal spirits and maintaining balance with nature. Similarly, in Siberia, shamanic traditions involve practitioners entering altered states of consciousness to communicate with the spirit world for healing or guidance. The Maya civilization of Central America developed a complex calendar system intertwined with religious beliefs about cycles of time and cosmic forces. Each culture's unique expression reflects its specific geographical location, historical development, and interactions with other groups. However, it is vital to approach the study of indigenous religions with profound respect. Historically, these belief systems have been marginalized, suppressed, or even actively destroyed through colonization and forced assimilation. Often, outsiders have misinterpreted rituals as primitive or superstitious, failing to recognize their complex symbolism and cultural significance. It's crucial to avoid generalizations and understand that each indigenous culture possesses its own distinct worldview and practices. Respectful engagement involves listening to the voices of indigenous people themselves, acknowledging their sovereignty over their traditions, and recognizing the value of their knowledge systems. Ultimately, studying indigenous religions offers valuable insights into human spirituality, our relationship with nature, and the importance of cultural preservation. They demonstrate alternative ways of understanding the world that often prioritize community, sustainability, and a deep connection to place. By appreciating this diversity and approaching these traditions with humility and respect, we can learn from ancient wisdom and contribute to a more inclusive and harmonious global society. Vocabularies. Questions. Choose T if you think the statement is true based on the passage, and F if you think the statement is false. 1. Indigenous religions usually have a single founder and written scriptures like many major world religions. 2. The beliefs of indigenous people are often closely connected to their environment and history. 3. Animism is the belief that spirits only inhabit animals, not plants or rivers. 4. Rituals in indigenous religions always involve elaborate dances and offerings. 5. Indigenous cultures generally believe humans are separate from and superior to nature. 6. Aboriginal Dreamtime stories in Australia explain the creation of the land through ancestral beings. 7. Shamanic traditions involve practitioners communicating with the spirit world, often for healing purposes. 8. The passage suggests that outsiders have always understood and respected indigenous religious practices. 9. It is important to listen to the voices of indigenous people when studying their religions. 10. Studying indigenous religions can offer insights into sustainable living and community values.